Hi, I'm Olie from Flitz. I'm here to talk today about the Flitz polishing products that we've grown into, especially for plumbing and door hardware type trade. Now Flitz is a 45-year-old company, and when we started our company, it started out with a paste polish just like this here. Now we do make smaller sizes and things like that, which we'll go through with you on, but the Flitz polishing cream is a paste product like this. It's very safe on your skin. You can use it on your faucets, your shower stalls. This happens to be a California faucet. Now this is brushed stainless steel, very popular nowadays. This is also good for brushed nickel, especially brushed nickel, because a brushed nickel or even polished nickel, as you know, it'll tarnish black just like silver. But Flitz is, one good thing about Flitz is safe in all these different finishes. Now I'm going to take the microfiber to it here and just give you an example of how you can do before and after on this faucet. It comes out unbelievable. See the black residue this pulls off? I take it and again bring it out to a nice finish. Now when you have hard water spots at home, that's your major issue. You can see the before and after just in this case here. This is a small water bottle that I have here. I'm just going to pour a little water on top just to give you an example how the water will stick over here and will beat up over here. Because once you put the Flitz on, the Flitz always gives it a wax type coating. And it's guaranteed that way anywhere from a 3 to 4 month period. So that's one reason why a lot of manufacturers, anywhere from California Faucets to Alno, Door Hardware, Rocky Mountain Door Hardware, all these companies recommend Flitz, not just on your stainless, but your nickel, even your brass and copper. Now, I'm going to quick finish this faucet here just to give you a quick an example. It doesn't take very long to do it. And put some on the handles and things here. And if you notice, I'm just putting out my fingers here just to make it fast and easy. You could actually apply it in a rag or something the same way. And I'm going to take the same cloth here and this microfiber just to take it off. But when I do our showers and things at home, of course, you have to do it when it's dry. But we still get water and soap stains, shampoo, and different things like that. And that's one of the nice things, how fast and easy this works to maintain your faucetry. Now for years, when brass first came out, many years ago, Chicago Faucet was the first company that had brass faucets. And they were all unlacquered. And the biggest thing is, of course, they tarnish right away. So the first thing people do is have to polish them. And that's where our company got to start. I remember going to trade shows at that time, people standing in line to get the product because the brass was such a major issue. Nowadays, your brass and copper is different. It's still there, but it's actually designed to tarnish. People want it tarnished because people don't want to do the everyday polishing. And that's one thing about Flitz. When you put this on, Flitz prevents it from retarnishing, again, between 3 and 4 months in most cases. Unless you're right in salt water or you have a lot of heavy oxidation, you can get by and do it every 2 months or so. But still, you can see how fast you can do a faucet like this in virtually 2 or 3 minutes. Now the Flitz is a great polish, and that's what it's been sold for many years. But you can use it on your chrome, your showers and things. Same exact principle. I'm going to put some on, and I'm going to buff it off. And hopefully the cameraman can get everything here, but you'll see a quick before and after on this chrome the same way. So that's one thing nice. You don't use anything, you have to use anything special with Flitz. You know, a lot of times you buy brass polish for brass, chrome polish for chrome, silver polish for silver. Flitz does all those metals. And on top of it, if you notice, it says plastic and fiberglass. It's not just for metal. So you can use it on fiberglass shower stalls, you can use it on plastics, acrylics, and it gives you always the exact same protective coating as we talked about before in stainless as it does on chrome. Much easier to maintain your faucets like this and do that every 2 or 3 months. Now, I'm going to also show you something that's been very popular for us and brought in recently to a lot of different hotels and things. It's a Faucet Wax. Now what this is beeswax and carnauba. And the reason this wax is done so well, people say, why should I wax? The Flitz does a great job. And you're right, Flitz has a wax in it, which is a beeswax, which gives you great protection. But this is concentrated. This is pure wax. This does not clean. It doesn't make it shiny or any of that, but this will keep it that way. You've noticed it looks almost like hand lotion. You put it on like this. Very soft and creamy. When you put it on, you can let it dry, but you don't have to. You can just put it on wet, and then basically take a microfiber and wipe it off wet. But it's very quick and easy. The biggest thing this is used for is faucetry that is called a living finish. Now, a living finish is something that's designed to look tarnished, something to be dull. It's actually meant to be oxidized. And I will show you that right away on a little piece that I have. A living finish is usually a bronze or brassy type color. This happens to be a piece of copper. This copper is living. It tarnishes every day. You can get greener if you put it outside in the salt. When you take the Faucet Wax to it, put a couple dabs like this on it, smear it on, and then wipe it. It's basically going to do this. It's not going to polish it, which is not supposed to, but it's going to keep it to an antique finish like this. And it's supposed to be tarnished, and that's what it still does. And it's nice and slick and easy. Plus, when moisture gets on here, it gives you a great protective coating. So by using this, even on a living finish like this, it still gives you the same protective coating. And that's what your Faucet Wax will do. Now, there are some people that want this polished. In other words, they want it, let me just dump this water here. They want it all shiny. If you want to make it polished, you take a dab of Flitz, and you can see it, not a lot. Smear it on top. And I'm going to take this little fiber. This is, by the way, a bamboo type paper material. Very neat. It's something, it looks like paper, but it's reusable. It's washable. So when you get these used, you just rewash them, reuse them again. Now I can take this copper and bring it out to a mirror finish with Flitz. See all the black residue it pulls off? Look at that difference. Now that's the Flitz polish that I use to get that. But again, not every customer wants to polish their sinks or polish their hardware that bright anymore. They like the antique look. But if you like the polished look, use a Flitz polish on it, because that's what the polish does, and then use the wax on afterwards. Do not use the polish on the living finish or antique finish. If you want it to stay antique, do not use Flitz polish, because it does no difference. You can remember the polish has like blinders in its head. The polish thinks it needs to take off the tarnish. So it will. The wax, on the other hand, only protects. So I smear the wax on top. I buff it off. I still get a beautiful polished coat. I get a water protective finish. But the Faucet Wax gives it a long-term preservative. This will last between 5 and 6 months. So this is really what you want to use to give it long protection. You know, pour water on here. So again, this is the polish. This is a protector. That's the difference. This product comes in by a lot of manufacturers. They endorse this on, like I said, your sinks. Bates & Bates is one of the companies that recommends Flitz on all their different items, Blanco and so on. So we've been blessed with a lot of nice, good quality manufacturers that want to recommend the best product for their items. And you'll notice also on here it says green friendly. All our Flitz products are environment friendly, very easy to use, safe on your skin and so on. Everybody loves stainless steel kitchens. Let's face it, it's everybody's goal to have stainless steel appliances or the gunmetal appliances they have nowadays. But what do people do not like? What do they don't like about their kitchens? It's fingerprints. 99% of products out there have oil in it. And even if they don't have oil, they have a lemon peel or orange peel or something in it. It gives it a smeary film. When you're done, it's smeary. And it's not clean. I mean, you take a white shirt, you rub against it with it when you're doing an elevator or something like that, you're very dirty. So from Flitz here, you'll notice we have two products. One is a Flitz stainless steel cleaner, and this is a stainless steel polish and protectant. Now the reason this says cleaner or clean, it's a cleaner. It's not going to make it shiny. This will take off the gunk, the fingerprints, the oil, cooking oils, greases, you know when especially little children run around the house and things like that, you spray this on, you take a microfiber and wipe it with one wipe. As you wipe it and dry it, you see there's no oil. There's no streaking. That's what makes this so unique. This is a true cleaner. Takes off the oil and grease. Now, if you happen to use other cleaners in the past, your stainless steel is basically dark. I would recommend spraying it 2 or 3 times like this, letting it run down, spray it again, and when you're finally done, then wipe it off and dry it. So you can really get right down to the bare stainless steel and clean it all 100%. Once it's clean, it's nice and slick. You'll see the moisture on here, how the bottle does stick, where it doesn't, where I haven't done it, it will not stick. Excuse me, it will not wipe like I'm doing it here. But now I'm going to show you the polish. You're going to see something totally different. Nice thing about the polish is you don't get the streaking, and it dries hard. By hard, it's not oily. This is made of a ceramic finish, and you basically spray it on, and you wipe it, and that's all there is to it. Now I do take a clean microfiber all the time. That way the chemicals don't get contaminated. But what I like about this, now it's super, super slick. I don't know if you'll be able to see it on camera here, but the bottle slides a lot easier now than even before. So the polish is one thing about it, it gives you a fantastic protective finish. So by putting this on your countertops or again your appliances, anything you have stainless steel, it's going to be great. It can be used in commercial kitchens, we can use it in a boat, anywhere outdoors, because whatever it does, it always works on it. You can see how it glides like this. So definitely use this as a polish. You don't end up with the fingerprints, you don't end up with all the oil. But that's why it's a two-step program. Now, we also have a granite and glass protectant. Now, granite is natural, as you know, and the biggest problem, of course, is alcohol, the sugar, the red wine, cutting limes, anything like that. If you have granite, marble, all those stones are very, they're softer than you think, and you need to seal them. And you're supposed to seal granite every 6 months. As soon as you buy your granite and have it put in, they'll tell you to seal every 6 months. How often people do that? Very, very seldom. First of all, if you do seal it, it's not only expensive, it's a lot more time consuming than you think. So we have a granite sealer that's used on siltstone, corian, all the different finishes. You simply spray it on and you wipe it off. There's no hassle to it. It's much, much easier. And once you put this on, you polish it and wipe it. Now, I know it's hard to see a before and after here in a showroom like this as we're doing this show, but it's super slick. Same exact principle. The bottle just slides right over, and where it stops where I haven't done it before. So it's a great preservative when you start using this on your countertops. You'll love it. By putting this on, it's good for every 2 or 3 months, and you have to just redo it that way. It's very simple. So this can also be used on glass windows, because when you have your pollen things in the springtime especially, once you clean your windows, spray this on, lightly wipe it. It doesn't take very much at all. It leaves the window much, not only higher luster, but more importantly, things don't stick. Even bird droppings and things like that wash right off. Makes it much easier. So that is our greatest there. And last and final, we have what we call a calcium lime remover and rust, as well as brass and copper instant cleaner. Now these products both are made of salt. They're very similar, and because they're made of salt, they work on a basis like acid almost. Now they're not acid, but I want to show you how quick and easy they are. One little demonstration I'm going to do, I got a pail back here so I can collect this a little bit. I'm going to spray this instant brass and copper cleaner on the right side, I should say here. You'll see in a couple seconds how when I put this on, how it takes off all the tarnish instantly. I don't scrub it, I don't even touch it. I take water and I rinse it. Now I have to rinse this chemical, because if you don't rinse this chemical, it's going to eat into the copper and brass. But if you rinse it, you never have an issue. Now this is used for antiques, for things that are really nasty, really old, or something that's been outside, especially in the salty regions where it gets really corroded. Even we do anything from headstones, believe it or not, for brass and bronze statues where you cannot see them or read them anymore. This is a great product to take off the heavy, heavy tarnish. And then to bring it out to a nice shine, again, I'll reiterate, take a little Flitz, a very light rub, and in a couple seconds here, I have this all cleaned up again. You can see all the black residues pulls off, and these wipes work out really good. I can bring it out to a mirror finish, get the rest of the smudges off with microfiber, and I'm done. So this is something you can use on your brass, your copper. Now this is strictly a stripper, basically like a pre-cleaner, something you take the heavy gunk off with, and you use the polish as your final polish to give it a real high luster. But again, not everybody wants this, and as I said earlier, these products are designed to restore, to bring back something that's been bad, not something that that's actually good in shape, or you want to keep it tarnished. For fun, we have a little bathtub here for the bath industry. A lot of times people like to do this for an area, knickknacks and different things. You can use the same exact product. The brass comes all the black residue off just like before. And you can take something and bring it back to life. Especially old soap dispensers. If people are into antiques or older homes, which you see a lot more, you see old new today, more or less it's more modern that way, and you can see the big difference on this brass. The same exact protective coating we were talking about before, so the Flitz gives it a wax type coating the same way. So when you're doing something I call trinkets like this, things that are more on display, the Flitz will keep it clean and give it a protective coating, the same principle for you. Now all these products are guaranteed 100% money back. We've been around 45 years. We stand behind all our products. They're environmentally safe, as I mentioned. We have a great team here. We have 20 people in our office. We're not real big, but you can call here and get a straight answer. People will answer questions, give you insight what you should use first. Hopefully these videos and things give you a little more insight of what we're doing, because Flitz has grown to many different products, not just a polish like it was originally. But if you do like to give us a call, the number is on your screen, or 800-558-8611, or Flitz.com, of course. At Flitz.com, you'll see a lot of blogs. You'll see we're really blessed with how many customers of ours actually do features on Flitz, and how many manufacturers endorse us in their instructions or even in video the same way. But thanks again for your time. Look forward to seeing you next time.